In this video, we'll guide you through a simple Japanese stab binding technique, perfect for creating a clean, elegant binding for single sheets of paper. This method is ideal for sketchbooks, journals, guestbooks, zines, or any handmade project where a touch of sophistication makes all the difference. For this project, you'll want to use heavier weight paper for the cover and a lighter weight paper for the inner pages, which we'll be referring to as signatures. All pages should be pre-trimmed to the same size, such as 5 inches tall in our example. Also ensure the papers are grain short as demonstrated here. Long grain papers won't work well here as the book will open and pages will fold along the shorter side. To get started, you'll need a few basic tools. A pencil and ruler for marking hole positions, a bag weight or paper weight to help keep things in place as you work, either an awl or a Japanese hole punch for making clean, consistent holes, and a needle and thread suitable for bookbinding. We begin by creating a template from a scrap piece of paper the same height as our book. Using a ruler and a pencil, mark out 4 evenly spaced holes about 1 inch apart. Since our book is 5 inches tall, we'll place a mark at every inch, starting 1 inch from the top and ending 1 inch from the bottom. These marks will guide our stitching. Now align the template with the spine edge of your stacked papers and secure it in place. Using your punch tool, we'll be using a Japanese screw punch, and the weight to help hold the stack. Punch through all layers at each mark, ensuring straight, clean holes. Once all the holes have been completely punched, you can remove your template. Next, we'll be cutting a length of thread approximately 5 times the height of your book. This will ensure you have enough to complete the pattern and tie off securely. Thread your needle, and we're ready to begin stitching. Open your stack of pages to about the halfway point and insert the needle from the inside at the second hole from the top, hole number 2. Bring the needle through to the front cover and leave a short tail of thread behind. We'll use this later to tie off our stitching. Now take the thread around the spine and back into the same hole, this time passing completely through the full thickness of the book. Pull the thread gently but firmly. You want it snug but not tight enough to warp the paper. Next, move down to hole 3. Pass the needle through it from front to back, then wrap the thread around the spine. You'll see the beginnings of the familiar Japanese binding pattern taking shape. Bring your needle through hole 4 and exit at the front. Now, take the needle around the top edge of the book and back into the same hole. Take the thread over the tail of the book and back into the same hole again, securing the bottom corner. Now we'll repeat the same process in the lower half of the book. Enter back through hole 3 and exit back up through hole 2. Move down through the top hole, hole 1, and wrap around the top of the book, re-entering through the same hole. This creates a strong anchor at the head of the book and nearly finishes the visible stitch pattern on the cover. Wrap around the spine and re-enter the hole one final time. At this point, the binding pattern should be complete on the front of your book and every section will be evenly stitched. Flip the book over and you'll notice one small gap in the thread pattern on the back. To finish, enter into hole 2, emerging halfway through the signature stack where your tail is waiting. Here, you'll make a knot, preferably a box knot, and then trim the thread. The end should end up tucked neatly inside the center of the book, hidden and secure. And with that, your stab-bound book is complete. This simple structure results in a durable and elegant finished piece, ready to be filled with writing, drawing, prints, or whatever inspires you.